As exhausting as today, it was my first time being up on stage like that. Rise had to do stuff like that all the time when she was working, right? I'd never be able to do... I'd never be able to live like that. Okay. And this week, we got midterms. Oh, yay. We should have a study session with everyone else after school. We're all in the same boat, right? Let's help each other out. That's right, help each other. Okay, so what if I'm more on the being helped side of the helping other side? Come on, help those of us who are academically challenged. I'll invite everyone, please. Now, please take a look at the second page of the handout. It's about Napoleon. Napoleon went on many military campaigns and needs something very specific. Napoleon had these made. Okay, I'm standing up. What did Napoleon have invented? Glass jars, dictionaries, brandy, cans, dictionaries? Dictionaries? Napoleon made glass jars. Napoleon had a contest with lots of reward money to whoever could come up with a way to preserve food on long campaigns. Nicholas Abert submitted his method for canning food in 1804, paving the way for the food preservation industry. It's a common misconception, but Napoleon was not involved with the actual invention of metal cans. The first canned food were kept in glass jars. Tin or iron cans were invented in 1810 as an alternative to heavier jars. Great, now we're learning history. An actual can opener, however, wouldn't be invented for another 45 years. Well, then how in the world did they open the cans? Before the invention of the can opener, and they're gonna tell us, soldiers would use bayonets to cut open cans or smash them with rocks. So midterms start at the end of this week. Don't forget to review.
Oh, hi Nanako-chan. Hi
Hey, greetings to you.
Greetings to you. Looks like you're having fun.
Yo.
Ah, kanji.
Wow, everyone's here. So many people.
Why did everyone come here?
To study.
Exam study group. Times like these, I'm jealous of Teddy. It seems like a dream that we had a live concert here only yesterday.
That was so much fun. I didn't think the crowd would get that excited.
I didn't expect that four of us would jump off the stage.
But enough of that. Let's start with proving the trigonometric identities.
Jumping straight into math? Ours is the section on trig functions, right? The one where we find the area of a triangle given two sides and...
Pythagorean theorem.
Huh? You find the area of a triangle with... You know, that thing. Base by height by 2.
If you don't mind, shall I teach you?
Ah, great. We have one smarty pants in each age group. First years and then second years.
Oh, are you as smart as I thought? Could you, lend me a hand too?
Oh, I wouldn't know where to begin with second year's subjects.
Because she hasn't started learning them yet.
What's up with that? Useless after all.
Don't call me useless.
Ooh!
I think I figured out what buttons to push to get Naoto-kun riled up. You're pretty cute when you're angry.
What are you talking about?
That's it. I quit. It just ain't my thing. To hell with the exams.
Yeah, and then
Stop
here are our
my
two,
allergies.
muscle brains. The non-smart ones.
Ooh, can I have some too? I want to find the penguin.
Hands off the penguin. It's mine.
Forget it. I can't think.
We came here to study,
Know who he is.
and then we
That's
didn't
so
study.
Weird.
Mission failure.
My life on this side is really fun, but the more I feel that way, the more I want to know who I really am. I've surfed the net, read manga, watched TV. I even went to a place called the Library, but I still can't find anything about me.
Library.
Dude, I'd be surprised if you did.
Still, I'm starting to get an idea.
An idea?
Whoa. Isn't this your first time sharing a theory about yourself?
I lived in that other world. That world was my reality. But now, I have a feeling that it was born from the minds of people on this side. And over in that place, filled with shadows, I think I was some sort of special being.
A special being?
I don't remember anything from back then, though.
I like how we're telling one outsider this information, who's not going to understand any of it.
Maybe it's that amnesia thing I read about in a book.
It's true. There are some aspects of the other world that make it seem as though it's rooted in human thoughts. Still, there's no point in applying the principles of logic and deduction to a place like that. But the fact that you existed in such a world from the beginning adds credibility to your theory. There is little doubt that you are a special being on the other side. If you yourself know nothing about it, perhaps it's true that part of your memory is missing.
No, I don't like
Tell
this
me,
part.
what is the earliest memory you can call to mind?
It's from a while ago. I've always lived there as far as I could tell. Then it started to get noisy, so when I happened to bump into Sensei and Yosuke, I asked them to do something about it.
I see. If you've always been on that side, you'd have no sense of time or day.
Oh,
And the
that's
child's
right.
confused.
Nanako-chan's completely clueless about all this. I'm sorry, Nanako-chan. We didn't mean to leave you out.
But she doesn't need to know, so please don't tell her.
Hey, I think Teddy must be a king.
Why is he
I
a
read in
king?
a story that a king was all alone inside a forest because of a bad guy's curse. Isn't that what happened to you, Teddy?
A king? Well, when you put it that way, it sounds about right.
Don't feed his
Teddy?
fantasies.
A king?
Don't feed his fantasies.
I can see him wearing a cape!
Sheesh, Yukiko. You go into laughing fits in front of anyone now.
Can we not talk about Teddy being a king?
Huh? What's with that face?
Teddy really was a king. There were all these other kings, too, and we all...
Hey, he's talking about what happened at the club. Quiet, you, not in front of Nanako-chan.
The king
Am
game.
I really a king?
Probably not.
Then what am I? A prince? I have this fuzzy feeling that I'll find out sooner or later with your help, Sensei.
Big bro!
I haven't had a
Teddy!
chance to talk
Is
with
Melon
Naoto
Soda
at all.
okay?
I hope the game doesn't end before I can raise all my raise the stats with Naoto. It's so tiring coming up with stuff for the exam. All I want to do is go home and see how my stocks... Oh, see how my stocks are doing. I thought that socks. By the way, Halloween's at the end of this month. I'm sure you've forgotten with the tests and festivals and all. Speaking of Halloween, the first jack-o'-lanterns weren't made out of pumpkins. Sadonaka-san, I'll pick you since you don't seem to care about veggies. Wait. Why change? You already picked the student. Why are you picking us now? Do you know what vegetable was used to make the first jack-o'-lantern? Turnips, watermelons, eggplants. I feel like it's eggplants. Turnips are beets. Okay. When that tradition was carried into the US, they started using pumpkins because they were plentiful and easier to carve. Well, my stocks will turn up. No, fine. Puns aren't my style anyways. Okay. Okay, let's try to figure out... Ah, it's raining. There's no way we can hang out with people today. I lost the paper I was supposed to return to the school. What should I do? The teacher will yell at me. I'll be look for it. The papers Dojima is always going through are here. Paper titled Parent Survey regarding scheduling of parent-teacher interviews was hidden among them. The word anytime was written in the day requested box. Is this the paper Nanako was looking for? There's something else hidden in the papers. He decided to show it to Nanako. He handed the paper and photo to Nanako. Nanako looks at the paper on the table. It says, anytime, I'll try. So, he can come anytime. And this photo, this is Mom. This little baby in the middle, that's me. Dad's smiling. Why did Dad stop smiling? He's lonely too.
Huh?
I see, so that's it.
After Mom died, I was lonely, but I'm not the only one who's sad that Mom's not here anymore. Dad, he was lonely too. I'm sorry, Dad.
I feel the relationship now goes going deeper. Woo! I love these little short conversations.
Thank you.
Will Dad ever smile like this again? Probably. I mean, I'm pretty sure in his own dialogue, he's already doing that. We just haven't caught up Nanako's dialogue yet. Midterms start tomorrow. Okay, I don't care about this. That was not useful information. I understand. So there's a teacher here who tried to put a problem on the test involving a student bust waist hip the bust waist hip measurements. I won't say who, but it's just wrong. I mean, who cares about high school girls' measurements? It would have been much more interesting if they were mine, huh? Okay. But man, middle-aged dudes are so perverted. I can feel them looking at me in the faculty lounge. That's what you want, lady. You're a cougar. You want people to hit on you. I don't know what your problem is. By the way, speaking of middle-aged men, there's a cute little fish called the Oji-san. Too bad there's no fish called the Oba-san. I guess that's because no matter how old we get, women are still women. Yes, I heard what you said, lady. What kind of fish was I talking about? It's actually named the goatfish, but it's commonly called Oji-san. It's called that because it has whiskers and looks like a middle-aged man. It's kind of weird. Test day. I think. Oh, morning. Hey, how much studying did you get done after we met up? Actually, have you studied at all? Of course. Wait, I remember asking you the same thing last time we had exams. Crap. Could it be? Am I really that hopeless right now? Come on, Shea, keep it together, girl. And she's going to fail her exams again. Probably. Midterms, day 1. What part of the body contains the Adam's apple? The throat. You feel you've chosen the correct answer. Where would you find a Japan on a map made in a foreign country? On the right edge. These questions are so easy. Also because they tell us the answer. Day 2, how short was history's shortest war? That was 40 minutes. Venison is the meat of what animal? All the above. It's any game animal.
Hey, it's me.
You want to make a stay group today? We got 4 more days of exams. Sure. Got really nothing better to do. It's going to be a custom for us to meet up like this. With that aside, can I borrow your notes? Borrowing notes is going to be a custom too. Alright, let's get started, but first, I want a melon soda. Is that your way of saying that you'll lend me your notes if I buy you a melon soda? Could be. Yosuke and Chie-san seem to get along well. Why don't you two date? Never!
Hey, you.
That was quick. You too, Naoto. You could go out with Kanji.
Huh?
Please, stop it. Hey, senpai, wouldn't Kanji and Natsuko make a good couple? No way.
Yes.
Of course not. Kanji is an interesting sort, but sounds like he's got no choice. Sounds like he's got no chance. You feel like a relationship with Yosuke is going to become closer soon. Chie is going to become closer soon. Rise is going to become closer soon. What is the Japanese name for panda? Black and white bears. Which bird is falsely known for being cowardly in English? To stick one's head in sand. The ostrich. Okay, midterms, day 4. What was the name of the Wasan textbook? Math Girl. There we go. So great having multiple choice when you can't exactly remember the answer. What did Napoleon have invented? Glass jars. Midterms, day 5. Which season is the adjective brisk Akaigo for? That is fall. What is dragon's blood? Plant resin? Plant resin. Last day of exams. Okay, don't need to answer anything else. We should be first again.
It's finally over.
Hey, about question 8.
She and Yuki are completely absorbed in reviewing the exam.
I pulled an all-nighter last night, so I'm ready to collapse any second now. I'm gonna head home. See you later.
Maybe you should not have stayed up all night studying. At last, the long midterms are finally over. Go practice. Yeah, I got totally lost in your solo. You've been working hard and it sounded like it really paid off. Your tone is much better than before. And if I didn't know any better, I'd say you're actually enjoying it now.
Thank you very much.
It reminds me, I've been thinking about getting us a manager. You've done a lot for us, but it's about time you moved on. I mean, you don't need me anymore. Well, you've got the wrong idea. I like doing those things, cleaning, bouncing the budget, setting up our performances. I thought I was helping out. What I mean is, you've done a great job. I just think we've been too reliant on you. You're an able musician now, and we wouldn't be making you do all the grunt work by yourself. Well, okay, that's that. That's a wrap for today, guys. We're done. Go on, go home. Wow, that was great news. It's like I'm a different person now. This might be the first time I've actually liked myself. Take this. Handmade trinket. Reads in concert. Date to be announced. Don't laugh, okay? That's proof of my dedication. I figured it was time to grab a hold of my dreams. I'm always using the word if when I talk about my music reaching someone. But from now on, it's gonna be when. To really make it happen though, I know I have to keep trying. I can't just look the other way anymore. I made this for you because you're the one who taught me all those things. I'm going to keep playing my best so that someday you'll be able to hear my music for real. Good, rank 10. No longer need to hang out with you. Fantastic. I hope I can help you like you helped me, senpai. If there's ever a time when you're in trouble, like maybe you lose sight of who you really are, the way I did, please think about me. Think about how I was able to measure up to my courage. I'll muster up my courage.
Senpai.
No one's here. What's going on?
I'm home.
What's that?
Oh, there was a letter in the mailbox for you.
For me? I got mail? But the sender's name and address are nowhere to be found. There's only one sentence printed. Don't rescue anymore.
Is it from a friend? Oh, my show is almost done.
And of course, the reaction of a child. Don't rescue anymore. Could this be a warning from the killer? Or it's just a prank? Oh, writing. It's a death note. Yeah, it's a death note. Look.
From the madness of this world,
What's happening?
I'll take you to a place where you can be at peace.
You mean murder?
Yes, it's much more peaceful than here.
Gonna kill everyone so they're saved? Is that what you're doing? You showed everyone the letter you received yesterday.
Don't rescue anymore. Is this a warning?
No punctuation or capitalization. Oh, what a cliche.
And she
It's
is
just a prank.
hung up on
The kind of stuff
the
that only happens in the movies.
on grammar.
Did you show this to your uncle?
No. No, plan to.
Senpai, Dojima-san is trustworthy. But it may be best to keep this to ourselves. He will ask why you received such a letter, and if he were to put you under surveillance, our hands would be tied. If this letter is real, what's most important isn't what it says. It's the fact that it was delivered to the Dojima residence, addressed directly to you. This means the culprit knows in great detail who has been interfering with his crime. And of all of us, he chose to deliver his message to the Dojima residence, home of a police detective. I'd have this letter checked at a crime lab if I could, but even then I doubt they'd find anything. The text is a warning, while the subtext expresses the culprit's confidence that we can't use it to pinpoint his identity.
So it's useless to tell the police. In fact, that would make things worse.
Yes, because we couldn't do our job any longer.
Cross your fingers, it's just a prank.
It's just a prank, bro.
I think
But
the
it's not a
chances of that
prank.
are slim. This message is too specific, too perfect to be a prank. But how could the killer know so much about us? Could he be watching us from somewhere?
Teddy's been saying for a while that when we're over there, he senses someone watching us. Wait. Every time we went to the other side to rescue someone, did we end up on the Midnight Channel ourselves?
Probably.
I don't know. It seems like no one else knows what we're doing. I haven't heard any rumors about us at school. Even the people who I know check that channel haven't said anything. The only gossip I heard was about the people who disappeared.
I see. Come to think of it, how the Midnight Channel works is still a mystery.
Let's put aside for now the matter of what that world truly is. There's too little data to go on. For now, we need to keep in mind that the culprit knows who we are. As long as we're all aware of that, it will be enough for now.
Until we get drugged.
Yeah, guess there's no use thinking about stuff we can't understand. Freaking out over speculation is just what the killer wants us to do, right?
Probably.
Yeah. All right. Mind if I change the subject then?
Go for
The
it.
Culture Festival's just around the corner. What's our class doing again?
Oh yeah, it hasn't been decided yet, huh?
I heard we'll be voting on it soon. But aren't they still gathering ideas? Whoa, I think Yosuke just got hit with a bolt of inspiration. Whatever it is, it'll be out there. I'd bet my lunch on it. Hey, Senpai. Have you decided who you'll be going around the campus with during the festival? My schedule's still wide open, you lucky guy.
No, I don't like your advances.
Oh, she just had to say something. Oh, Senpai.
Sure, we'll spend time together. Give Medusa, who seems enthusiastic about eating out.
What should I... Heck, maybe our shop should do something like this. How about a ganmo kebab? Or a tofu croquette?
That tofu croquette might not be bad.
Well, if it isn't Rise-chan.
Wow, why is this guy voice acted?
You're the deputy mayor, right?
I heard the news. You know, about the upcoming film. You haven't heard yet? You know Kaname, right? Kaname Mashita. They're gonna be filming nearby, right? I hope they stop by Inaba, too. Oh, I know. Why don't you ask?
Kanamin. I don't have anything to do with them any...
But wait, how many are coming? We only have small bed and breakfasts around here. Got it! They can stay at the Amagi Inn.
Of course, the Amagi Inn.
All right, I need to go tell that manager guy I was just talking to.
He turns around and then he walks away.
Oh, Rise-chan. Nice to see you.
And this guy's voice acted too.
Inoue-san, what do you want today?
I'm down here scouting film locations, so I thought I'd come see you. I wanted to hear your answer one more time, face to face. Are you sure you're not coming back?
I'm not going.
I see.
She won't even look him directly in the eyes. She lying.
Okay, I understand. Well, now I can focus on my new job. I signed up as Konami Mashita's manager. Remember how we were talking about doing that movie? They picked Konami as your replacement. We're gonna sell Konami. I have every confidence she'll be just as popular. No, even more popular than Reset.
I see.
Ooh. That must feel bad. Hearing that from your old manager.
Konami is an ordinary girl. We have to polish her so she sells. But you had that spark. You learned fast, adapted well to new situations, had that smile that could be as strong or weak as you needed. And those acting skills of yours, you were like an old pro. You could have reached heights most girls could never dream of. Yeah, that's what I think anyway. So, I just had to hear it from your own mouth. Well then, goodbye. Stay healthy, okay?
I don't feel like she actually wanted to quit.
What the heck? That's not fair. After he made me answer? He never told me any of that when we were still working together. Acting skills? Of course I have them. What the heck? Telling me all that stuff now? It's too late.
Oh, she's crying.
Hey, why am I crying?
Because you don't want to actually quit.
There's no reason to cry. There's nothing to be sad about. Nothing. Senpai, I don't know why I'm crying.
It's because you don't want to quit.
I can't. My eyes will be all swollen tomorrow. I lost everything.
Well,
I don't know how, but I lost everything.
You lost. What do you mean you lost everything? You literally just quit. You quit the job.
I'm scared. I'm sad. What's going on? Senpai, please.
Fine. We'll stay here. I feel like I've been guilt tripped to hugging. I don't feel like there's any good answers. There's either you go out with people or you don't go out with people. There's no middle ground. Why is there no middle ground?
I'm going. My head. I need time to think it all over. About how I feel now. I don't want to lose anything more. Goodbye, Senpai.
Okay, it's time for homeroom.
Well, as you all know, next week is the Culture Festival. And as you also know, we still haven't decided what our class is going to do for it. You guys don't care, do you?
We are going to decide based on the suggestions we have so far. Please vote for one of them. Here they are: break area, video room, and study room.
Why is one of the options a study room?
Wow. Sounds like whatever we pick, we don't need to put any effort into it. Talk about lack of motivation.
Yeah, but the easier the better, right?
Oh, one more. Group date cafe.
A group date cafe? That's an option.
Hey, who put in a suggestion like that? Was it you, Chie?
Yeah, right. Why would I do such a thing?
What's a group date cafe?
Who knows? But I doubt anyone will vote for it. Our class is actually a pretty serious bunch.
You mean everyone's gonna vote for it, because they don't want to do a rest area, a video room, or the, what was it, study room?
Yeah, it's just a joke idea. You gotta have one weird one mixed in, you know?
It was Yosuke, wasn't it?
Figure. We'll be passing around the vote sheet. Just circle one of the suggestions.
We get a vote. Sure. A fun idea.
All right, time to count the votes. The first vote is Group Date Cafe. Second vote, Group Date Cafe.
Everyone voted for the group date cafe.
Huh? Seriously? Third vote, Video Room. Fourth vote, Group Date Cafe. Group Date Cafe, Group Date Cafe, Study Room, Group Date Cafe.
Looks like group date cafe won by a landslide.
Well, first place? What are we gonna do?
Don't ask me! This is your fault!
Whose fault? Yosuke's? Oh yeah, Yosuke put in
I
the
do
vote, didn't
wonder,
he?
though. Do all those people who voted for it realize they have to run it themselves?
I've never been on a group date before, so I was a little curious.
Wow, Yukiko actually put down group date cafe.
What the? You voted for it?
Yeah, I thought it would be sad if no one voted for it.
But Yosuke's the one behind it!
Hey, it wasn't just me. It came in first place. The public agrees.
The people have spoken. This is a
Well,
democracy.
since the majority rules, we'll be doing the group date cafe. But what does that even mean? Is it like speed dating? Can we really pull this off? You'd all better pitch in on this.
Actually, would the teachers be okay with this?
Dude, how could Kashiwagi say no?
Miss Kashiwagi's busy getting ready for those two notorious pageants. That's why she's leaving it up to us students to decide what to do.
Pageants?
Yeah, right. She just dumped it in our laps because she didn't want to bother.
Group date cafe? Are we gonna get any customers with this?
Probably.
Seriously, what is a group date cafe?
Clearly,
voted for
you
it and I
come
didn't
in
even know.
as a group. It's a group date. So you have to come in as at least 4 people that are on a date. Clearly.
Oh my gosh. How the heck's this gonna turn out?
Hey Nanako, what you got for me?
You know the photo you found before? I gave it back to Dad. He looked happy and smiled at me. Big bro, I love my dad.
He loves you too.
I think so too. Dad didn't forget about how we used to pick flowers at Samigawa. He smiled at me and said, "You remember too? Dad loves Mom." I feel sorry for him losing someone he loves.
He still has you.
Yeah, I won't go anywhere.
Until you grow up and then you'll leave somewhere probably.
I'm glad to be Dad's daughter.
Rank 9, ooh, it's almost maxed.
It's your...
Let's talk to Nanako. It's my turn. I saw the results in midterms. I'm so proud of you. Here's something as a reward. There was a little slip up and I only have the male version. I look forward to how well you'll do on your later exams too. Okay. Didn't know I'd get things for doing well in exams. I apologize, but I have something I want to think about. Hand her the card. Said I'd understand. What's this supposed to mean? Excuse me, but could you please accompany me for a brief period? I'd like to hear more about what transpired. I apologize, I went to talk someplace quiet. What sort of person gave you this to you? Man with black? A man who knew I know you.
I see.
Which means it's possible that he's been snooping around, gathering information on you or me, or even the case. The man must also know you well. He wouldn't have entrusted the delivery to anyone he didn't know. But this is a small town, he could easily have looked up my address. Why go to the trouble of giving the letter to you? Is he involved in the case, or another case altogether? If it's me he's after, he could be anyone. I have the oddest feeling it's her grandfather. I'll keep the card, the man is most likely still here in Inaba. I couldn't drag you any further into this. I can't back out now. Oh well, it's good to know you're worried about me, but...
I apologize.
It seems to have a tin ear for other people's feelings. Oh, I seem to have a tin ear for other people's feelings. I'll look into this card and report my findings to you, so don't worry about me. As our leader, I know that you have a lot on your shoulders, so... You the moon? Fortune? Your fortune? I thought we'd get some sort of, like, I don't know, fortune teller. While we're here, why don't we chat a little? Ah, yes, there's something I wanted to ask you.
Shall we go home?
Hi, Naoto.
Good morning.
This rain, I don't like it. No one has turned up missing yet, but it still makes me uneasy.
Yo!
Sorry to barge in. Yosuke forced us all to your umbrella. Make room for me too! This one's already full, dumbass. Get Naoto to make room under hers.
It's quite alright.
By all means, Kanji, you'll catch a cold at this rate if you don't. Me and her under the same umbrella? To hell with that. If I did that, I mean, we'd practically be like a couple. And that's a problem because, dude, how old are you? Shut up, come on, let's trade spots. You know? How stupid that sounds, right? Well, it's fine with me. Don't mind if I walk with you.
Hey!
Hey, who are you calling stupid? Stop talking shit about me. Will you just make up your mind?
Excuse me.
I don't mind making room for whoever. Make Kanji go with Naoto, go with Naoto yourself.
Huh?
A third choice, huh? Not what I expected, but I have no objections. Ah, damn it, I don't need an umbrella. In a damn drizzle like this, I'll show you how it's done. Kanji! It's gonna make himself sick. Oh crap, we're gonna be late if we keep this nonsense up. Let's hurry. Kanji got embarrassed.
Good day.
I'm not quite used to meeting you here. Do you have any plans after school? Spend time. Sure. This is ended for today. However, because you have no leads, you have no choice but to wait until something occurs. You recall that you have already made plans with someone. Okay, floodplains. As you can see, nothing is written on it. It's just a plain white card, but it does feel a bit stiff given its thinness. Without any indication of its contents, however, I have no idea who sent it. I'd chalk it up to as a prank. Still worried about you. It's quite common if you follow every blind trail as a result of a prank, you get no investigation done. Ah, someone. What is the matter? A thief? In the Shirogane estate? Yes, I see. I don't keep anything in that room that I'd miss terribly. You have already reported this to the police, I assume. Then I'll leave the rest to you. As long as Grandpa is safe, it doesn't matter. I can't take my eyes off this case yet. You don't need to go home. I apologize, I seem to have made you worry. That was, someone from my grandpa's secretary. It appears someone has broken into the Shirogane estate. My room was targeted, and he wanted to know if I could think of any particular item the thief might have been after. Several items pertaining to me were also stolen from Grandpa's inventory. I don't know about those, but my belongings aren't of any particular value, so...
Yes.
Regardless, you don't have to worry about me. We both have more pressing matters to attend to. I'm not sure how to react to you worrying about me. Okay. So... I don't know what to make of that. Okay, so they have a insta-kill skill. Vigorate 1, AoE physical attacks. I didn't see the beginning stuff.
I'll see you again.
Today I'll talk about the history of food. Among food history, one of the most interesting is the history of French cuisine. Now, French cuisine is representative of European food, but it actually stems from Italian. A noble Italian girl married the French king in the 16th century, and that's when it crossed over among other things, like the fork. Oh, like the fork. Can't imagine eating some things without a fork today. It's said that before the fork was introduced, everyone in France ate with their hands or just a knife. So, modern French cuisine, with its strict manners now, has its roots in Italian cuisine. How about that? Wasn't it interesting to see the world history through the lens of food? I thought that was pretty interesting. Trying to raise Naoto's. Okay. Our fish is gonna be really bad, I know. I hate to say this, but this food is awful. Yes, I knew our food was gonna be so super bad. Naoto, let's hang out. This? What is it? This was in my shoe locker. A chance for a duel, a love letter. Business card again? That would be the standard rationale for a letter in one shoe locker. Judging by the name and the handwriting, the sender is a woman. She thoroughly provided her year in class. When one factors in the heart-shaped seal as well, it's hard to imagine that this is related to my job in any way. In other words, there's no need to read it. Wow. Not gonna read it? Sorry, I apologize wasting your time with this pointlessness. How misleading a sealed letter at a time like this. Well, if it's from a guy, What do you mean? Whether the sender is male or female, I have no intention of responding. I have no time to be dilly-dallying with cold love affairs. I assume the same is true for you. Saying they love me without even knowing me, like, ludicrous.
Senpai.
Would you like to stop somewhere on the way? There are still some questions I have regarding the murders. It's fine by me. Gotta raise Naoto's social link as
I'll
high
see
as
you-
possible so they're useful in combat.